What I also want to look at with the ABC philosophy is I want to add something on top. It may be true, it may not, I don't know, but it works well. And apparently there's a rule of thumb in psychology that if you send a cross-section of the population for therapy, out of 100 people, a third will get better, a third will stay the same, and a third will get worse. The third that will get better are your A and B players because they have that natural leadership, that sense that if something needs changing or fixing, they will take ownership and make the necessary changes. Meanwhile, your C players would love to change it, they'd like to change it, they want to change it, they'll talk more about changing it. They're kind of like your mate down the pub who's talked about travelling the world for 10 years but never actually gone and done it. But meanwhile, your A and B players talked about it for a year, gone and done the trip, got back, and your C players sit there going, you know what, you didn't go to Kathmandu, that's a real mistake. Your C minuses and belows, sometimes they are in an unfortunate position. They tend towards being the dependents and victims in life. If only you paid them more money, if only you gave them a better computer, it's never their fault. They don't want to take any ownership or responsibility for making changes. And the reason things get worse is typically there's two scenarios. When you put all your time and effort into helping them change, they step up for a while. But when you take that attention away, they slowly drift back down to their previous poor performance. The other scenario is when you try and get them to change, they reinforce their old behaviour to prove you wrong, without being able to see the greater context why that needs to change, so in that case it gets worse. The first example, where they've stepped up and changed for a while, looks better, but why has that got worse? Because who's really been doing all the work? It's either you or another member of your team or staff who have been helping them to change and really putting in more time and effort. So it's essentially in our businesses, we help people change. And we have to have an open and honest conversation and ensure in our business we only have A and B players or people who are moving towards being in that position. Otherwise, it's always going to be a struggle to change and grow.